So, Smallant's supposed leak turned out to be a full-on true leak. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Smallant explained how Feinberg invited him to duo for an upcoming MCC. Smint didn't know that this information wasn't public knowledge yet, and I'll just play the clip for you.
Didn't say anything about keep it private. Apparently the next MCC is happening on Valentine's Day. And it's like the theme is duos, and Feinberg messaged me and said, hey, do you want to be my date for the MCC?
Now we have official confirmation that the next MCC is in fact happening on Valentine's Day, which is Saturday, February 14th. This event is called MCC Double Date. Since that part of Smant's leak was true, then I wouldn't see why the other bit of it being themed around duos wouldn't be true. When this information first got out, I made team predictions for the event. I don't have them all fancy on their own templates, but let's go through them. Also, I'll go through some feedback I received on them, since some people who replied gave me even better or more likely duos. On red, I've got Grian, Scar, Captain Sparkles, and Kara Corvus. I'll just flat out say now that this is one of the weaker teams. There's no statistical top frag here, but I didn't focus too much on balancing when making these teams. I originally had this as a Crimson Kraken's team, but I ended up pulling out the most notable duo from there and giving them Scar and Grian. Orange consists of Antfrost, Velvet, Pyro, and Maddie Milkberry. This one is as simple as two couples being paired together. Ant and Pyro have teamed together for a couple different events in the past too. Yellow has FBM, Ghosty, Aimsy, and Gucky. I'm pretty sure Gucky subbed out of their last MCC they were supposed to play in, so that still shows interest in playing in the event. Otherwise, this is the same situation as Orange, just two couples. The FBM and Ghosty duo is also highly requested for regular MCCs. Lime has Pete, Gumi, Shovel, and Drift. I don't know if Pete and Gumi are together, but they still are a notable duo, I think. Shovel and Drift make sense in every universe. Green has Feinberg, Smallant, Impulse, and Skiz. This one is more of a brotherhood situation. Impulse and Skiz are best friends, and Samant already said Fine asked him to duo. Skiz and Fine on the same team might be overdone at this point, but I didn't want to give Feinberg too strong of a team. Continuing on to Cyan, there's JoJo, Marissa or Mitsify, Pearl, and Gem. If you wanted to make this another situation of two couples, you could swap Gem for Carnassus, which is Pearl's partner. JoJo and Hermits will always be iconic, and I love when any variation of Cyan 24 are teamed together. On Aqua, there's Foolish, Tina, Tubbo, and Piso. I know Piso usually only plays in the Pride events with Tubbo, but I could see him making a return for this one. This team's balancing is similar to Red's, no statistical top frag. If you wanted to improve the balancing a little bit though, you could swap Piso for Radoon, since Tubbo and Radoons are still a notable duo. Blue has a duo of False and Ren. I don't really consider H-Bomb and Fruit a duo of their own here, but all four members are what makes this team work for the event. With Blue 9 being one of my favorite MCC teams, I had to include it in this prediction. If you think Blue 9 is unlikely to happen again, then you can swap Ren for Cobb, especially if you want to make the team a tiny bit stronger. Second to last, we have Purple. There's Martin, CBK, Ollie, and Eloise. Ollie and Eloise are the obvious duo here, and then you've got CBK and Martin. This team also has the return of CP Sound, which is also apparently highly requested. Finally on Pink, you've got Joel, Lizzie, Scott, and Cambam. Scott's definitely using this event to team with Cambam, and if he doesn't, then I will be very surprised. People have said that Joel and Lizzie in the same event isn't likely to happen because of their baby, but I still have hope. At the bottom, I included a gray tier of duos who could be in the event, but I didn't know where to put them without leaving out other duos. I think everything else makes sense. There's a bunch of POW SMP duos here that could be in this MCC too. In this tier, I have Owen with Avid, but I think they could be paired up with their own couples. Owen being with Luann or Lemontine, and Avid being with his partner, Marmalade. That's all I have for this video. Have a great time zone, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye!